being Uncle Mike. Man, it's a feeling of like with my nephew and my niece that I've never loved something so much. It like is the best part of that right now.
Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys set new precedents for excellence. Their contributions are paramount, that you two are an undeniable force in the industry. I like the sound of that.
That day-to-day living. Actually, Michelle Obama quote. You know, she says, if you've been married for 50 years and 10 of those years were bad, you have a good marriage.
Some of Hollywood's biggest names aren't out there living it up in mega mansions or flaunting their wealth. You'll catch them in casual fits, hanging out in the same spots as the rest of us, totally avoiding that flashy lifestyle. From Forrest Whitaker doing his best to make the world a better place in war-torn areas of the world.
Right now, we've been working together this week on the program with Peace Earth and Hope North about peace builders and community builders. Tell me a little about yourself.
Yeah, I'm called Kenneth College Mande. I come from Gulu, but partially I'm in Hope North. So I live with my mom.
To Samuel L. Jackson helping with cleaning at the MLK Museum.
Samuel L. Jackson took time from his busy Hollywood career to roll up his sleeves and help more than 100 volunteers honor the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the 40th anniversary of his assassination.
So, what's the deal? Are they just really good with their cash, or is there something deeper going on?
You were going through what you were going through. I just didn't know how to handle it.
Issa Rae isn't in it for the cash. She's all about leaving a lasting impact. Her mission? To open doors for others, especially when it comes to representation and diversity in the industry. Her glow-up is all about staying real, building a squad, and making moves that matter. Issa's the genius behind Insecure.
I don't know that I've seen other successful celebrity entrepreneurs completely center Black women. There always is the desire to go mainstream, and I'm not necessarily saying that's not a desire, but for me, that's where it starts and ends.
It all started with her web series, The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl. She didn't just create and star in it, she totally connected with people through her funny, super relatable take on life as a young Black woman. Next up, Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys, the Grammy Queen, stays super chill despite all the fame and success. Yeah, she's got the awards and a killer career, but she's way more into focusing on her fam and giving back than flexing the high life.
Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys set new precedents for excellence. Their contributions are paramount, that you two are an undeniable force in the industry. I like the sound of that.
She's married to super producer Swizz Beatz, and together, they've got a whole squad. 2 kids, Egypt and Genesis, plus 3 more from Swizz's other relationships. Alicia's always dropping the cutest family pics and moments on social, showing just how much she loves spending time with them.
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, mother...
Samuel L. Jackson's life motto, stay real, no need for extra. He's all about being smart with cash and not letting it run the show. For him, it's about keeping things meaningful and sticking to his craft. Growing up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, he got hooked on acting in high school and kept the dream alive all the way to Morehouse College. Oh, and while he was chasing that acting life, he was also deep into the civil rights movement, showing he was about more than just the spotlight from day one.
Samuel L. Jackson took time from his busy Hollywood career to roll up his sleeves and help more than 100 volunteers honor the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the 40th anniversary of his assassination.
Even with a ton of blockbuster hits under his belt, Jackson isn't about that flashy Hollywood life. He's more into keeping it low-key and values his privacy. He's been with his wife, LaTanya Richardson, since 1980, and family comes first for him.
You guys plenty more to be grateful for than me. And look, now I ain't messing around no more.
Octavia Spencer. Octavia Spencer's journey to the top shows that hard work and staying true to yourself can take you far. Hailing from Montgomery, Alabama, she's never forgotten where she came from. And it's clear in how she lives. Instead of getting wrapped up in Hollywood's glitz, she keeps it chill, hanging out with her tight-knit crew of friends and family.
Times have changed. We can't put a cap on talent. and we certainly can't put a cap on projects that move people. I think it's important for children to have role models that they can see every day, meaning mom, meaning dad, people within their community.
She's not in the game for fame or chasing big paychecks. Octavia's all about passion projects that actually mean something. That hustle paid off when she snagged an Oscar for The Help. But acting isn't her only focus. She's all about giving back, too.
Americans generally respect one another's beliefs, even if they don't share those beliefs. I know I do.
Next up, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is the perfect example of choosing peace over fame and fortune. Back when Chappelle's show was blowing up, he legit walked away from a $50 million deal. Why? The pressure was unreal, and he realized the environment was turning toxic. So instead of sticking around and burning out, he hit the brakes and stepped away.
Everything changed at Bad Children. I took my professional life more seriously. And then I think just as a dude, I had more depth after I had kids.
After bouncing from Hollywood, Chappelle didn't just disappear. He moved to Yellow Springs, Ohio, a super small, artsy town where he could live a chill life with his fam, far from the Hollywood madness. And honestly, most of the locals probably don't even know how loaded he is because he's that down to earth. Next is Viola Davis.
You killed 2 innocent women, and you still think you get to complain?
Viola Davis's rise from a tough upbringing to becoming one of Hollywood's top stars is all about hustle, staying grounded, and giving back. Growing up in South Carolina and Rhode Island, she didn't just deal with being broke, she faced some real struggles like going hungry and living in rundown spots. Those hard times shaped who she is and the decisions she makes now. Even with her massive success, Viola keeps it 100. She's married to fellow actor Julius Tenen, and they're raising their adopted daughter, Genesis. For her, family is everything, and she's always made it clear that they keep her grounded.
That day-to-day living, actually Michelle Obama quote. You know, she says, if you've been married for 50 years and 10 of those years were bad, you have a good marriage.
Viola's also super committed to making a difference, especially for kids living in poverty. She's been all in on campaigns like Hunger Is, fighting to end childhood hunger.
$4 million! Say yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Next up, Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi keeps things simple and puts her energy into projects that actually mean something. She's also a major activist, always standing up for LGBTQ+ rights, fighting homelessness, and helping kids in need. Whoopi isn't about stacking cash for the sake of it. She's all about using her platform to make a difference. Since 2003, she's been a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, proving that giving back is at the core of who she is.
You know, whether it's towards women or gay folks or, you know, Native Americans, Asian folks, all of us, you know, America's like, it's the promise of the melting pot.
Even with decades in the game, Whoopi stayed totally grounded. She'd rather hang out with her family than hit up some fancy event, and she's still working, not for the fame, but because she's out here trying to make the world a better place. Next is Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o's journey to fame is all about raw talent and staying real. After snagging that Oscar for 12 Years a Slave, she became a total icon. But even with all the Hollywood love, Lupita's kept it humble and true to herself.
On the cover of magazines, a dark-skinned Sudanese woman being praised for her beauty. That was the first time I'd seen anything like that. And so it kind of like shook everything I understood about being dark-skinned. It questioned it. And so it was like the opening to like, wait a minute. This thing called beautiful, it could apply to me too.
She's always turning heads on the red carpet with her killer fashion choices. But don't get it twisted. She's not about that flashy lifestyle. Instead, Lupita focuses on what truly matters, like meaningful projects and keeping it grounded. She's also super passionate about pushing for more diversity and representation in the entertainment scene. Lupita wants to tell stories that resonate with everyone, no matter where they come from. Plus, she's all in when it comes to giving back, supporting causes that lift up marginalized communities and create real change.
All due respect, sir, you don't need an anger translator. You need counseling.
Next up, Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key's journey to fame isn't about showing off or living the high life. He's all about keeping it real and focusing on what counts. Even though his comedy and acting career is booming, he's way more into giving back than flexing on luxury. Forget flashy cars or sprawling mansions. This guy is all about charity work and supporting causes close to his heart.
There should definitely be a bifurcation that there are a small amount of people that are actors out there who are acting in what I think is not the most helpful way, and they should definitely be separated from the people who are letting their voices be heard and empowering themselves in a truly American way.
He's not about that Hollywood party scene either. Key keeps it chill, valuing authentic connections over all the glitz and glamour. For him, staying down to earth is essential because he knows success can be super unpredictable. It's all about making a difference, not just chasing money or fame. Next is Donald Glover.
What happened to your voice?
What do you mean, what happened to my voice?
I heard you by the bridge. I know what a girl sound like.
I'm not a girl.
Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, is the ultimate multi-talented superstar. He's slaying it in acting, writing, directing, and making music, which makes him one of the most influential figures in entertainment today. He first made waves playing Troy on Community, but he really skyrocketed to fame with Atlanta, a show he created, wrote, directed, and starred in. It snagged tons of awards, including Golden Globes and Emmys. No surprise there. And let's not overlook his music. This Is America wasn't just a banger. It flipped the script on culture in a massive way.
Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area.
Despite all this success, Glover isn't about that flashy life. Next up, Denzel Washington.
The Oscar goes to I Love My Life, Denzel Washington.
This is the 5th Academy Award nomination for Denzel Washington and his second Oscar.
Denzel Washington is the ultimate example of how to slay in Hollywood while keeping it real. Even with all the fame and accolades, he stays grounded, focusing on what truly matters: his faith, family, and community. A devout Christian, he's all about that Church of God in Christ life. And you can see how it shapes everything he does, from his projects to his daily life.
I'm solution-based, not problem-stuck.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, what are we gonna do about it?
Agreed.
You know, and I stay in my lane.
He's been happily married to his wife, Pauletta, for over 40 years. Seriously, number relationship goals. For him, success isn't just about stacking cash or being a household name. It's all about lifting others up.
You ever put your hands on my son again, you ain't going to jail. I'm going to jail.
What you gonna do? Next up is Terry Crews. Terry Crews' rise to fame isn't just about being talented, it's all about that money smarts. Before he became the superstar we all know, he was struggling hard. He's been real about how he and his fam were living paycheck to paycheck, and that experience taught him some serious lessons about saving and budgeting.
You want to make money? The key to making money is serving the most amount of people. The more people you serve, the more money you make. Straight up.
Now that he's hit the big time, Terry's keeping it low-key when it comes to cash. He's not out here dropping stacks on flashy Hollywood toys. Instead, he's all about being smart with his finances and making sure his family's future is secure. For him, money isn't just about showing off. It's about stability and keeping it real.
If you can't tell me where I'm going, I'm not moving.
Next up, Michael B. Jordan. For Michael B. Jordan, true success isn't about stacking cash. It's about making a real impact. He's all in on social justice and using his platform to uplift others, proving he's here for more than just the fame.
Being Uncle Mike, man, it's a feeling of like with my nephew and my niece that I've never loved something so much. It like is the best part of that right now.
Michael keeps it real and uses his star power for a greater cause, Sure, he's starred in blockbusters like Creed and Black Panther, but he's not all about the glitz and glam. He's more focused on projects that actually resonate with him instead of just chasing after shiny things.
I'm gonna be cheap. I will be cheap. I will be man.
Forrest Whitaker isn't just a legend on screen. He's out here making a difference with some serious humanitarian hustle. When he's not nailing it in Hollywood, he's busy changing lives through the Whitaker Peace and Development Initiative, WPDI, which he kicked off in 2012 to promote peace and support youth in conflict zones.
It is your country. You have sacrificed together and fought together to achieve your independence. I have witnessed common sentiments of friendship and trust, spending time with 22 Zhongli youths for nearly every tribe in the state.
WPDI is making waves in places like South Sudan, Uganda, South Africa, Mexico, and even right here in the U.S. They're all about equipping young people with the skills they need to become leaders and peace builders, offering education and opportunities for growth. One of their standout projects, the Youth Peacemaker Network, which links young changemakers from all over the globe.
It's a long story.
Well, I like stories. I'm considered a bit of a storyteller myself.
And lastly, we have Morgan Freeman. Freeman's got a sweet setup on his 124-acre ranch in Charleston, Mississippi, which he snagged from his parents back in '91. It's his personal escape from all the Hollywood drama, and he loves keeping things low-key.
I heard that you're a beekeeper. You keep bees?
Yes.
Is that, how long have you done that?
I just got them 2 weeks ago.
He's also super passionate about saving the environment, especially the bees. In 2014, he stepped up to help with the honeybee crisis by setting up 26 beehives on his property. But that's not all. He also planted lavender and magnolia trees to give his buzzing buddies a cozy home. It's his way of giving back to the planet and showing that you can be a star while still caring for nature.